Welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring a highly varied mix of editions hitting the Flight Simulator 2024 marketplace, ranging from rare aviation experiments to practical flight deck adjustments. We're looking at fascinating slides of history with a sleek supersonic Bristol T188 research jet by TG Sims and a classic canvas lines of Captain Sims' RAF SE5A biplane. Alongside these unique wings, we evaluate a few fine-tuning options from the workshop, including regional airline liveries for the ATR, a specialized metal finish for the AN2, and a night lightning enhancement utility by 2Pilot designed to reshape your jet cockpit ambience. Let's power up the systems and look closely at how these new configurations perform in the current engine. I've divided this video up into several groups. The first group is the rare and historic airframes, and the second group is the flight deck and livery refinements. Let's get started with the rare and historic airframes. The first item we're going to look at is the Bristol T188. This is developed by TG Sims and it was also known as the Flaming Pencil. It was a research aircraft and the goal was to reach speeds higher than Mach number 2. And it was, a special one because the fuselage was constructed of stainless steel. Only 2 of them were developed and you can still see it in the RAF Museum in Gosford. These are some details about the aircraft. You can use it in the World Photographer and Free Flight mod. You can see some further details, right? The cockpit crew, the length, the ceiling, 48,000 feet. And then this is the interior of the aircraft. And this is the exterior. As far as I know, it only comes with one livery, but look at the inside. There are a lot of, nice things. Of course, the question is, looking at the price, if every system is working, but still, the pictures look promising. Including, as it looks like, a working parachute system, including, multiple liveries, because I see a second one now. Also, look at this. Looks pretty nice. So if you love to fly experimental aircrafts, then this could be something which you might want to add to your hangar. Then the next one is the RAF SE5A created by Captain Sim. This is the 4th installment of the World War I collection and it's a replica of the aircraft, a biplane fighter. More than 5,000 units were built and was also known as the Spitfire of World War I. Of course, it says, highly accurate exterior, 8K textures. It comes with multiple liveries also in 8K. Then there's some, things about the cockpit, functional gauges, and there are some miscellaneous features such as a fitting flight model. There's a painting kit being added and a user manual. These are some pictures of the aircraft, including the interior, and I'm not too, upset about it. Of course, the question is how good is the flight model, but looking from graphical point of view, it looks pretty nice, I would say, for the price. Because it's not really expensive. And that also sets the scene, right? If you get a low price, the likely you'd say there's some missing things here and there. And with the enhanced cockpit light for jets, we already arrived at the second group, the flight deck and livery refinements. This one has been created by 2Pilot and it simply updates the lights in, for example, the Cessna CG4, the Longitude, the Cirrus Vision Jet and the PC-24 to make it more realistic, more immersion. And this is what you get if you apply it to your aircrafts. So lights look pretty much better, right? If it's worth the money, that's of course up to you. Then the second item is the Jet Simplifying Club AN2 metal liveries, which you can apply to the antenna of AN2. So you need to have the aircraft, that's really important. It includes the liveries, and there are 4K textures, 9 in total, as you can see, for different aircraft types. And if we scroll down, we can see the results of this. So this is what you will get if you apply it to the aircraft. If you own it, then I would say have a look at it and consider if you want to add this to your hangar. And then the last one, Jets ATR Airlines 1 liveries. Keep in mind, this requires you to have the Expert Series 1, the ATR aircraft. Really a recommendation to buy if you want to have a nice aircraft, by the way. 34 liveries are included for both the 4-600. Multiple versions and a 7-600 because it comes with multiple versions, the aircraft itself. It includes a lot of nice things, including the 6 British Airways ATR aircraft liveries, which you can apply because it only focuses on the British Airways, but still it is, I would say, really nice. So if you own the aircraft and you're ready for a new livery, then this could be something which you might want to add to your marketplace. So that completes your tour of this week's storefront arrivals. If your passion lies in mastering unusual flight characteristics, the high speed envelope of the Bristol T188 or the low and slow vintage control of the SE5A provide an excellent change of pace from your standard routes. Meanwhile, for pilots focused on everyday aesthetics, dropping in those fresh Jet Studio textures or upgrading your instrument panel's night view visibility adds a nice touch of day-to-day personalization to your operations. Which of these configurations are you pulling into your personal hangar next? Share your thoughts in the comment box below, and of course don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for next week's video.